fastball that misses.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
2 out here and a runner at second. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the runner from second is in to score.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that will hop over the wall, and a tough break there as the tying run will have to go back to third on the automatic double.
Wow, if that ball stays in the park, we've definitely got ourselves a tie game, but it hops over and the runner has to go back to third. That's a bad break, and now they'll have to find another way to get this game tied.
Into the box now, Eric Jenkins, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Hot shot down the line. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
The batter, number 3.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Wanderson Charles enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Charles.
Stepping in now, Josh Morgan. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The set and the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rough Riders lead it 9-8. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Mickey McDonald, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. The Rockhounds find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Jacob Lemoyne answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble.
Jacob Lemoyne.
At the plate, Chase Calawig. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. To the plate now, Nate Mondu, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes. That's count 1-3.
Swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Strike 3, and the potential tying run left on base as the inning is over. Set to start the 9th in this one, so the lineup flips over, and digging in, Yoni Hernandez, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Poisson onto the grass, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the 1st out of the inning.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So now to the plate, Brendan Davis, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. This is skied out toward right. McDonald is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And maybe he'll A little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
3-0 to him now. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Comes set, the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Calabwig will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The RuffRiders are out in front, 9-8. DeMarcus Evans is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. So digging in now, Jonah Bride. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last night. The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
1 ball, no strikes to count. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Martinez is right there, 1 down.
Now batter.
So stepping in, Buddy Reed. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Vieira will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Robert Poisson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. And they will get the force. And a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Frisco RuffRiders came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Arturo Reyes is credited with the win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious RuffRiders, 9 runs, 16 hits, 2 errors. They left 14 runners on base. For the Rockhounds, 8 runs on 16 hits. They committed 6 errors in the ball game. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
So this ball game wraps up with the Frisco RuffRiders taking the 3rd game at Midland as this one is wrapped up. Well, I do gotta say, good news happens, but sometimes bad news does too. Well, we are going over the Texas League baseball scores, and we're going to do a little bit at a time. Oh my gracious. Got to look at Corpus Christi versus Amarillo today. Amarillo gets pulverized by Corpus Christi. And the final score, 11-3. Youch. So Amarillo will get their third loss, and they will remain 4 wins and 3 losses. The Rockhounds get their 5th loss, losing tonight, fighting hard, but end up losing another 1-run ball game. And yikes. Gotta say, that is pretty tough right there. Frisco winning their 4th win, along with Corpus Christi winning 11-3 over Amarillo. And pretty much that right there. 3 winners. Corpus Christi and Frisco. What am I talking about? 3 winners. There's only 4-on-4. 1 will win it. So the Springfield Cardinals gets ahead in a final against Northwest Arkansas, about 6-2 in that ball game. So Springfield will jump up 4-3 in that one, as they take on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. The Naturals claiming their 3rd loss, and they will be tied up 4-3. So the Tulsa Drillers losing to the Arkansas Travelers in a final close call ball game, 3-2 in that one. So gotta say, yikes to that, and yikes on the errors that this ball game got. Gotta say, look how many errors Midland got this evening. That's the first time we see 6 errors and 2 errors on Frisco, 6 on Midland. Youch. That's a cactus up the rear end. Oh wait, he does have a cactus. Funny right there. So let's go over our baseball scores and the final lines for the victorious Frisco RuffRiders, claiming the 3rd game of this 4-game series. Frisco 9 runs on 16 hits, 2 errors on that one. For the Rockhounds, 8 runs, 16 hits, and 6 errors. First time we see 6 errors. The Rockhounds fighting hard to claim the win, and ends up losing another one tonight. So the player of the game goes to Andretti Cordero. The win goes to Arturo Reyes, and DeMarcus Evans takes the save for the RuffRiders, and the loss goes to James Nail, the pitcher for the Rockhounds, taking the loss for Midland. Well, tomorrow we hope that the Rockhounds will avoid the dreaded shutout. 3 games down, 1 to go in this last of the 8-game homestand. Rockhounds will hit the road to Corpus Christi after tomorrow's ball game. And gotta say, we are dealing with a 8 away game series. So Corpus Christi will be the first lead on 4. Amarillo will be right next to him. Rockhounds return home. We gotta find out when that is. A week from Thursday, as we will greet the Tulsa Drillers for a week from Friday. My bad. So Friday, April 17th will be our next homestand as we take on the Tulsa Drillers and the Arkansas Travelers in that one. I gotta say, that is 5 straight the Rockhounds have lost. They battled hard tonight, so gotta say, they pretty much almost had the RuffRiders on the chopping block tonight, but we end up losing this next ball game. So it is a playoff race. For those that don't know about what is going on, half of this season will end on June 23rd. And I do believe June 23rd golly. I mean June 11th, after the 3-game series with Arkansas, we're gonna get ready for the 2020 All-Stars game. I do gotta say this All-Stars game will not be broadcasted, so we will get ready for the second half of the 2020 regular season, as it is a playoff race. And you gotta say, we are going to hopefully win this year. We are going to have the confidence, and we may get up there. Well, we are going to be ready for tomorrow's game. We hope that we could win, and most likely avoid this shutout by the RuffRiders. And gotta say, we hope for the best of luck tomorrow. So anyway, gotta say, 9-8 our final score here in Midland tonight, as Frisco RuffRiders have launched the war and ends up winning again. Gotta say, 3 times in that one. Well, we got Wednesday night baseball coming up, and as I say, we are down to the final of our 8-game homestand. This is the final game between the Rockhounds and the RuffRiders before our big 8-game road series. Got the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And you gotta say, we are super excited to see Amarillo on Monday at 11:05 a.m. And gotta say, it's gonna be nice to see them again. But for those that don't know, the 2019 championship series was won by the Sod Poodles. I do recall that last year the Sod Poodles won against Midland, giving them that playoff chance. A 3-2 ball game, and gotta say, that was pretty interesting of claiming the 4th game and avoiding the shutout. So gotta say, we hope that will be a success right there. Well, for all of us here, we want to wish everybody a good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night at the ball game for the final of this 8-game homestand against the Midland Rockhounds and the Frisco RuffRiders.